welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. We will start the show off as we usually do, and that is taking a look at the disaster that was yesterday. We'll start right in the first game here. Sharks and Jets. While I'm happy the Sharks got the win there against the Jets, it helps Minnesota in the playoff race. It was one of the surprises of the night. Buffalo, close game with Edmonton, but unfortunately was not able to get the job done for their sake. The game went under, so it was a 7.5 at some points, but it stayed completely under that total. Calgary and Dallas. Calgary apparently scored with 5 seconds left to win that game in regulation, which really sucks for people who had the draw. That's why I've always said when you are betting a draw, it is going to be a sweat no matter what, because either there's a chance of a late goal or if you need a goal to tie or whatever. Draws are big plus money, but they are definitely stressful. I don't know what to say about the Ottawa Senators. I don't know what to say. This is a team that's trying to make the playoffs, and you lose 5-0 to the worst team in the NHL. I don't know what to say. But, of course, my best bet was DeBrincat to get an assist, and, well, it's hard to get an assist when your team scores 0 goals against the worst team in the NHL. So, Ottawa, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Nashville and Vancouver. I am glad that I stayed off Nashville. As tempted as I was, something told me, stay away, stay away, stay away. And that's what I did. And that was a good choice because obviously Vancouver won in the shootout. And then the final game of the night, LA Kings, Washington Capitals. The Kings, 2-goal win. And they are looking good for the standings race here. Carolina with 90, New Jersey with 88, the Rangers with 79. In the Atlantic, Boston 103, Toronto 84, Tampa Bay 79. Wild card race, pretty much the same as yesterday because other than Buffalo and Ottawa getting a loss, Islanders and Pittsburgh still in the lead there. Florida, Washington tied with 68, and then basically everything else is the same as yesterday with the bottom feeders in the Eastern Conference. In the Central, Dallas losing that game in regulation now has Minnesota with a game in hand, 3 points behind. Winnipeg got a point, but still 3 points behind Minnesota, 6 points behind Dallas for the division lead. Vegas, LA tied for the top of the Pacific. Seattle 4 points behind. Wildcard race, Edmonton with the first spot. Colorado with the second wildcard spot. 74 games played. Obviously, quite a bit of games in hand on Edmonton. Nashville, Calgary both tied with 69. 5 points behind the Avalanche for the last playoff spot. Blues, Vancouver, kind of in their own area there. Arizona, Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago. All in a close race for the first overall pick, or the best odds to get the first overall pick here. But now we'll jump into the comments here quickly, and big slate today. So good day, Terry. On the road, stopped now. Best bet, wild money line at under 6.5, plus 180. I may actually not copy you, but I may tell you on your best bet. I have something else written down right now, but I really do like that as well. So we will see what happens. What's good? I actually won a best bet yesterday. Yep, we'll get to that later on. Morning, Terry. Morning, Tim. Yesterday was nice. Would have been nice to see Nashville win the shootout, but 5-2 ain't bad. Congrats, Nick. Of course, a lot of people have a bad night, and you have a good night. So, hey, it happens. What's up, Terry? Smash the like. Of course you did, Richie. Hey, Terry, best bet is going to be Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays. -1.5. So yesterday when Crystal came in with her Boston -1.5, I was kind of intrigued, and obviously there was a reason for that because they are a fantastic preseason baseball team for whatever reason. So that was a great cash by you, Crystal, on Red Sox yesterday. +116. Go Blue Jays. Game starts at 1. Perfect. You're good. Hi, Mossy. What's up? Thanks for coming. I told you the Stars struggle with Calgary. Yeah, but it was literally 5 seconds away from going to overtime, and the way Calgary plays in overtime, it would have been anyone's game. No draw because I called and said go ahead and give them the win regulation. Thanks, Richie. Slate kind of sucks. 5 games -275 or bigger favorites. Let's go Islanders. We'll get to that game eventually. Happy Tuesday, y'all. You too, Kev. Flames win streak continues. Day 2, Terry. Haha. No, but we'll get to that. Happy Tuesday to you too, Kev. Start with this game. Some games I'm going to be very, very brief with because I don't really have much of an opinion. But we'll start here in the first one. Toronto +105 to +121. New Jersey -28 to -138. 6.5s right across the board in this one. Toronto without their second and third line center, Ryan O'Reilly, broken finger, had his surgery today. He'll be out, I think, about 4 weeks. And John Tavares is day-to-day and will not play in this game. New Jersey coming off a long road trip. But New Jersey is one of the select teams that don't mind going on road trips. The Devils are 4-0 on their first game home after a road trip of 3 or more games. They have won every single game they have returned from at least 3-game road trip. So they've had success there. Timo Meier scored in his first game as a Devil. Now he's going to play in front of the home fans for his first game as a Devil. I'm going right back to him here to score. Dawson Mercer, his goal streak ended, but his point streak is still at 9 games. So I'm going to take him to get a point, which is -118. Just bringing up bet stamp here. -118. And then Nico Hischier, who has a goal in 4 of his last 5 games, +180 to score. I like Nico Hischier to score. Obviously, the Dawson Mercer point goes with that. If you're looking for a Leafs player, William Nylander to get an assist is +115. He has done that in 8 of his last 10 games. And then when it comes to a side, I do like Devils money line. I think they get the job done here. Playing really, really good hockey right now. Yes, Leafs as a dog is kind of appealing, and the Devils are pricey here. And one thing to note, past history-wise, Toronto 9-0-1 in their last 10 meetings against New Jersey. But we've seen New Jersey break those losing streaks against teams that they've struggled with for so long. Calgary being one of them that comes to mind right away. The Rangers, another team that's dominated the Devils for years, but they ended that. I think they can end this streak against the Leafs with a home win here. So I like the Devils. Tim likes the Leafs. Nick likes under 6.5. Something tells him that Leafs win. And Crystal likes Nylander over shots on goal. He usually cashes those. Yes. I'm hoping he gets an assist, but hopefully he gets you your shots. We'll move on along to the next one here. Columbus +230 to +265. Pittsburgh -289 to -330. 6.5s right across the board. Pittsburgh on the puck line -122 to -134. Ultimately, I'm not betting this game, but and a lot of people might be looking at Pittsburgh and thinking, should they really be -300? But when it's against this team, yes. Pittsburgh is completely priced correctly in this game. They have won their last 15 home games against Columbus. They've dominated Columbus for years. Elvis Merzlikins, 0-5-0 in 5 career starts against Pittsburgh with an .887 save percentage and a 4.97 goals against average. So he's giving up 5 goals a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't see any reason whatsoever to go anywhere near Columbus in this game, but I'm not taking Pittsburgh on the puck line. So this game is ultimately a pass for me. No way the Pens lose, right? Yeah, I'm willing to say that. No way the Pens lose. Columbus money line, Columbus team total over 2.5, and the over 6.5. Yeah, obviously you bet with numbers only, so plus 265 looks appealing, but Pittsburgh dominates Columbus, and it's been that way for quite a few years now, especially Merzlikins as well. Vegas at Florida. Vegas plus 120 to plus 137. Florida minus 145 to minus 160. 6.5s right across the board. This one, I went against Florida in their last game, which obviously was a mistake. Florida has been alternating wins and losses now for 10 straight games. They're unable to win games in multiple games in a row, but they're not losing games in a row either. And I think that continues for an 11th straight game. I think they lose this game to Vegas. Vegas is a nice underdog price here. 9-1-2 in their last 12 games, 17-6-5 on the road. Vegas has had success on the road all year long. Florida off a win. I think they continue their kind of win-loss type of thing, and it's a great price for Vegas on the road in this one. And of course, I like Vegas, so Nick leans towards Panthers -1. Shocker. Who could have seen that coming? But we'll move on to the next game here. Philadelphia and Tampa Bay. When it comes to props in the last game, Jack Eichel goal, plus 182. But other than that, not too much. Flyers, Tampa Bay. Flyers plus 220 to plus 250. Tampa Bay minus 268 to minus 300. Sixes, I do see a 6.5 available in this game. Boy. Tampa Bay, their top line was pretty much scratched the second half of the game against Buffalo. And did they ever not respond to that whatsoever in their next game? Now they're coming back home here against the Philadelphia Flyers. And this game, I'm torn on. So what I think happens, Philly wins, loses by 1, or Tampa Bay absolutely destroys Philadelphia. So I do like Philadelphia plus 1.5 at plus money, but I'm not overly confident in it. If Tampa Bay, if they come to play this game, obviously Victor Hedman won't be in, so that hurts them. The Flyers, not a team I'm super confident in, but I don't like what I'm seeing from this Tampa Bay team right now. And I think with this price, with how Tampa's playing, the best bet here is Philadelphia plus 1.5 at plus 100 or plus 104 if you have North Star. But yeah, the like the Vegas price. Yeah, me too. It's a great price. Vegas money line. Yeah, I like it. Flyers money line, Bolts under 3.5 plus 120. Bolts plus under 6.5. All right. Sketchy game. Yeah. Either Tampa Bay is going to win 6-0 or it's a 1-goal game. So I don't think we kind of get anything in between. Let's wait until the playoffs to bet the Bolts. They don't care at the moment. Yeah, well, I won't be betting them in the playoffs. This is a different team. Yes, the previous team has had a dynasty, but this is definitely a different team this year. They've shown that. Moving on along, Carolina and Montreal. Carolina minus 322 to minus 350. Montreal plus 260 to plus 277. Sixes, couple 6.5s. This one, and I'm not going near this game. No interest in taking Montreal. I'm not fading the Hurricanes right now, but I'm not taking the Hurricanes puck line at minus 130. That just won't happen. So this game is a pass. Blackhawks bang. Quiet Grinch. Nobody wants to hear it. Go away. No, I'm kidding. Also no Hebben. Yes, I mentioned that. Ottawa is now 0-10 in Chicago. Peace. Yeah, people shit on my past history stats all the time. But there's certain situations, like Ottawa or Chicago, which I overlooked, that past history stats really matter in certain situations. Habs money line, no thanks. No thanks. I went with Marty Necas over 2.5 shots on goal. Yeah, I don't really follow shots on goal, so I don't know what he's been doing lately, but 2.5 is a good number for sure. Moving on to this game here, we have another battle for a playoff spot. This is a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff race. Buffalo Sabres plus 138 to plus 152. Islanders minus 162 to minus 182. 6.5s right across the board in this one. I'd like to kind of look back this year and find out the exact numbers. But Buffalo, 19-9-2 on the road this year. And this is the type of price that Buffalo cashes. Road dog around plus 140 to plus 160. I've cashed on the Sabres multiple times this year with that price. And here we are again, Buffalo on the road, off a close loss last night to the Edmonton Oilers, now coming to face this Islanders team. Again, kind of like the New Jersey and Toronto, we have a strong past history here. The Islanders have won their last 10 games at home against the Buffalo Sabres, so 10 in a row. Does it go to 11 in a row? I don't think so. I think the Sabres come out here motivated. I think they win this game. They've been cashing road dog tickets like this all year long. Buffalo 6-3 in their last 9. Islanders 5-2-1 in their last 8. Islanders trending back towards unders. No real opinion here for me on the total, but I think Buffalo breaks their long losing streak to the Islanders. Obviously, you have to look at it. Look at the Buffalo team that Islanders team faced those last 10 meetings. It is definitely quite a different team this year. Only thing that I don't like is Buffalo being on a back-to-back where they've had not so good results. I think 3-6-1 this year, but I think it goes to 4-6-1. The Sabres win this game today. Islanders money line, lock. No way they could possibly lose. LOL. Islanders -1. Market has finally caught up to Sabres as road dog. Sabres banged up as well, missing multiple defensemen. Nick, you specifically said earlier that you take Buffalo when they're a road dog, and now they're playing the Islanders, and of course that's not the case. But Buffalo, I think they were plus 200 road dogs. They won once or twice. This is when they win the most of their 19 road games, is being a dog at this price. So I don't think the market caught up to them whatsoever. I think it's priced 100% correctly. Go Sabres. Yes, Melissa, go Sabres. Tate the Great, look what channel I stumbled into. Hey, thanks for coming, Tate. Awesome to have you. Let the Isles hate come in. Markets hates the Isles. Well, I don't know. I think the game's priced correctly. Moving on to the next one here. We have the Calgary Flames and the Minnesota Wild. Calgary plus 120 to plus 135. Minnesota minus 139 to minus 155. 5.5s now. 1-6 available in this game. I took a 6 yesterday as soon as I saw it. Why is there a 6 with a Minnesota game? It doesn't make sense. Now it makes sense, being 5.5s mostly across the board. The Wild, I've said it the last few shows, so I won't go overboard and say it too much again. They are playing the same type of game against every opponent. Defense first, unless your name is Kirill Kaprizov, then you can just do whatever you want. But everybody else has to play defense. And when you have Gustafsson in net, second best numbers overall in the year, best numbers in the league, I think, since November. So, yeah. Gustafsson in net here. Just shut out Calgary 3-0 in Calgary. Well, I don't think he gets a shutout tonight. I think Flames team total under 2.5 is a good look. I like the under 6. Wild money line, kind of pricey, out of my price range. I would use it as a parlay piece here. But Kirill Kaprizov. Kirill Kaprizov, anytime goal. This is the time to take him. I found a very interesting stat here. Kaprizov, when he's had a game where he hasn't gotten a point, so no goals, no assists, his next game, he has 2 goals, 1 goal, 1 goal, 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals. So his last 7 games where he has not got a point the game before, he has scored in every single game after that. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those 7 were multiple goal games. So when Kaprizov doesn't get a point, he comes to play the next game. I like Kaprizov anytime goal, and I like the under 6 here. Lean Flames team total under. 1-800 game pass. Yeah, okay, whatever you say. My most hawking of hawking play today is James Schwartz over 2.5 shots on goal, solely because they are playing the Ducks, and I read on Interweb the Ducks are bad. Yeah, the Ducks, while playing good hockey right now, they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They give up a shit ton of shots, so that's a good look. Wild money line, they're boring. Sorry, Terry, but they're winning. Yes, I would say to that, when Kirill Kaprizov's not on the ice, they're boring. But when Kaprizov is on the ice, they're not boring. Richmond up 22. Very nice, Tim. But we'll move on along to this one here. San Jose Sharks, Colorado Avalanche. Sharks plus 260 to plus 296. Avalanche minus 320 to minus 360. 6.5s right across the board. This one, Colorado 9-1 in their last 10 home games against San Jose, but that shouldn't surprise anybody with the team that San Jose has now the last few years in this Colorado Avalanche team. And this is a pass for me. As a fan, go Sharks. Let's see if you can upset 2 nights in a row. But as a betting man, pass. If you want to take the Avalanche, minus 135, minus 140 on the puck line, good luck. But I won't be getting involved. And the Sharks on a back-to-back, Kakinen should be in net here. There's no reason for me to think that the Sharks win this game. So this game is ultimately a pass, but go Sharks. Pass for Nick, and go Avs for his futures. Good luck. I hope you lose. Moving on to the next game, St. Louis and Jets. What happened? Yeah, what happened? The Sharks got him somehow. St. Louis, Arizona. We have St. Louis minus 135 to minus 150 road favorites. Arizona plus 115 to plus 125 home dogs. 6.5s right across the board in this one. I get it, Arizona. The price here is attractive on them, but I'm not touching this game. St. Louis should not be a road favorite at this price, but Arizona not looking too good lately. Yes, they kept the game close against the Devils, or they were able to make it close at the end, but no. I'll be passing this game, unfortunately. Yotes money line plus 120. Schmaltz anytime goal. That's a good look. Melissa likes the Blues. Yuck, Melissa. Yuck. But moving on to our final game of the night, Anaheim Ducks plus 230 to plus 260. Seattle Kraken minus 292 to minus 333. 6.5s right across the board in this one. And like I said, Anaheim has been playing well and winning some games lately. Seattle Kraken coming home here to face the Ducks. And like some other games, this is another pass for me. The Ducks are playing well. So I would consider Ducks plus 1.5 plus money. But this kind of reminds me a little bit about the Tampa Bay game where we have like the underdog at a good plus money price. But Tampa Bay is not playing well, so I can understand taking Philly. But Seattle's been playing pretty good. So I'm going to pass in this game. But it's just a pricey game. Love the over here. Yeah, I can see it. I'm just saying the opposite of Nick. Oh, okay. That's always good. Quacker pass. Penguins money line. Oh, look what he's trying to do to you, Melissa. Best bet incoming. Awesome. That is a good segue into yesterday's best bets. Well, as I said, DeBrincat did not get an assist. Ottawa did not score a goal. Crystal got Boston Red Sox -1.5. South Alabama lost. Nick won a best bet, which is kind of shocking. Edmonton money line, LA money line +181. He won a parlay too. So Earl Sports Bets doesn't condone parlays, but here he goes winning his best bet parlay. Richie, Stutzel, Hints got you what you needed, but Stutzel did not. Ottawa completely shit the bed for Rich H and for Captain Bry, as well as myself. Washington lost for Toby. Nashville did not win for Melissa. Very close, but shootouts, of course. Ice X won with Buffalo, Washington. Neither won. Buffalo did not win for Kev Cook. Kev_bets got his Nashville, Vancouver over 6. Looking at the standings, they're pretty rough. Pretty rough, and for me, -4, 0-4 this month. I've not been able to win a best bet, but that's just how it goes. There's ups, there's downs. Looking at March standings, February, almost all of us were in the green. March, almost all of us are in the red. So it's not just me. We're all kind of struggling right now. But it's a long month, so lots of time. -4 units, no big deal. It can be bounced back in. For my best bet, I'm not going to copy Captain Bry, even though I really do like his as well. I'm going to stick with what I had written down. Kirill Kaprizov, I believe, after not getting a point in his last game, he will rebound with an anytime goal, which he's done in his last 7 games after not getting a point, +105. Captain Bry going Minnesota and the under 6.5 at +180. Crystal going Blue Jays -1.5, +116. Dun, 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 dun. LOL. Nick is trash. Pred's a bunch of bums. Yeah, apparently. Canuck, I guess so. And Richie. Okay, Richie, we're going to do this today. We got this. This is our day. Can always count on the Krill the Thrill. I still don't condone parlays, but here we go. New York Islanders money line plus Colorado money line, which is +101. For Nick, no parlays. Nick, no parlays, Earl. Change mine 1 minute. Whoa, Richie. Whoa. No, I'm kidding. You can change. No, Tim. Two team parlays. We've been over this, or I've mentioned it before. Z Goler put in the chat yesterday, or in the chat after the show yesterday. 3-teamer. No. Just two teamers. Best bet is +105 last night. We'll see what it is now. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you're looking at -112. Do you still want to go with that, Kev? -112? I will write it down until you say. -112. Let me know if that's okay. I'll stick with you and Kaprizov. Don't like changing my pick. Yeah, because if you do that, then that's when it'll win. Going with the dog today. Best bet Vegas money line. Like it, Melissa. I like it. And Vegas money line is +137. The best price currently. Right. Thompson and Cousins. Thompson plus Cousins anytime goal parlay, which is +787. 410. Yes, it's okay. Do it. Okay, awesome. And then Kev Cook is going to go also with Vegas money line. plus 137. Okay, and that is today's show. Hopefully for a bounce back day. Best of luck to everybody on your bets tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Love that the show or the channel has been growing the last few days, so that's awesome. If you like the content, hit the like button. Appreciate all the support. And we'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Getting Well with Terry. Free NHL picks. Best of luck, guys. Best of luck, Kev.